You today. It was our record high was reached at the airport of 96 degrees, and Baton Rouge made it to 95. Bogalusa also a hot 96. The Lakefront Airport about 93, and our record was from 2009 at the Kenner Airport, by the way, that we tied. Tomorrow's record is 99, so I really don't think we're going to get to 99, but wow, we really popped that temperature up today from about 93. It was sitting for a while, then it hit 94, 95, and then officially hit 96. Pretty look to the sky, though. The summer skies, I mean, it feels rough outside, but if you look outside up at the sky, we have all these different types of clouds. I think it's so pretty this time of year, even though, again, it feels very, very tough on the ground. Our temperature now, though, 91 degrees, but not so bad for some spots that have gotten some rain. Temperatures dipped into the 70s there. Bogalusa had a big shower over it earlier, and now it's at 75 degrees. Bay St. Louis 90, and some 80s along the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Live radar is showing that shower. You can see it passed over Bogalusa, now over Franklinton, but look at this, just as I was saying at the top of the show, it's weakening, and not sure if those of you around Amite and Kentwood are going to be able to get in on this, but at least you see some clouds off in the distance, and you might get a little bit of light rain there. Also, a tiny storm has popped up over the corner of Lake Pontchartrain here, so this is going to be hovering and maybe gently drifting close to I-10 around Laplace. Hour by hour this evening, though, most of the rain is going to be coming to an end as our temperatures dip through the 80s in the next couple of hours. And then tonight, overnight lows will eventually make it to upper 70s south of the lake and about 75 on the north shore, with just a slight chance mainly for a coastal shower or storm. Tomorrow, high temperatures easily about 94. We'll see if we can click that temperature up a little bit like we did today or not, but it does look like we'll keep about a 30% chance for a few storms. This is our forecast for tonight. 10 p.m. looking pretty quiet. Overnight quiet as well. This is by noon starting to see a little action. Tomorrow, very typical 30% or so chance of rain. Now we'll look ahead to Tuesday, and same thing just about by 2 p.m. Decent chance for some of those cooling showers or storms, and then most of it ramps down as we get toward evening. We've been talking about this big upper high off to the northeast of us, and it looks like it's going to be mostly in charge of our weather forecast. It's not right over us, so I think every day we'll get at least a few showers and storms, but it is heating us up and heating up a huge chunk of the U.S. Look at these temperatures way into the 90s across the eastern half or so of the U.S. at this point. So for us, it translates into really typical late June kind of weather. There are no threats from the tropics this week, nothing expected to develop in the Atlantic basin, but we'll just be focused mostly on the heat with those heat indices you saw getting way into the triple digits. I think that'll be the case every day this week. At least 10 plus degrees higher with our dew points in the 70s is what you can expect for the feels like temperature. So you can tack on 10 degrees to each of those temperatures, and that'll be about the feels like. As we look at our rain chance, I think it is going to be about 30% most days. Extremely familiar and very typical kind of pattern, although our temperatures are a touch above the average, which is 91 right now for the New Orleans area.